We got another clip because you have electronic beats. We got electronic beats. This time featuring MULTISEX. I've been wanting to go to this party for ages. I think I found out about them like a couple of years ago. I've been wanting to go for fucking ages. It looks like a very sexy, cool affair. Based in Berlin, mostly house music from what I know, which is a refreshing because most of the parties in that city are techno based. They don't really even have that many disco raves, I don't even think anymore. It's mostly just fucking techno shit. The disco house stuff maybe just happens in Paloma or maybe some other places, but I don't really see them that many. Actually, I'm seeing other genres like reggaeton and shit. We don't really see like stuff like house and disco nights that often. So it's quite cool to see like a party dedicated to like sexy house music, with a bit of a fashion design type of kind of twinge to it. So the blurb says, we met up with the crew behind MULTISEX and delved into the beautiful memories from legendary nights in Watergate, their former home base. At their new summer space in Maya, they took us all the way back to 2015 when it began under the name Unisex. Today, MULTISEX isn't just one of Berlin's hottest party series. It's a collective of multidisciplinary artists, designers, network creators with a deep passion of electronic dance music. Throughout this project, they're dedicated to creating an inclusive space where friends, old and new, soon to be, can come together and connect. Let's check out the MULTISEX story. Let's check out the MULTISEX story.
Hey, we are MULTISEX, and you are the party. MULTISEX
How did MULTISEX come to life and what inspired this creation?
actually started off as Unisex. This was a speculative design project started by Dario, Marilena, and the former founder, Olya, who all went together to the Academy of Arts Licensee. They essentially created a fake brand, and out of this fake brand came a university party. Since graduating, we've dropped the Unisex and replaced it with MULTISEX, which is the party that is taking over Berlin, or arguably the world, by storm.
Amazing. What drives the vision behind MULTISEX? Can you share your mission in a few words? Okay, so it always started as an art project. That's probably why it's a little bit fancy. It can come across a little bit, dare I say, pretentious. It takes itself very seriously because it started off as an actual, project. A fake brand, a collective, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get it. What drives the vision behind MULTISEX? Can you share your mission in a few words?
Providing a holistic experience is our main priority. We want our crowd to have an absolute iconic time, from inspiring the music, curation and atmospheric lights, and a unique crowd selection. We're always working with intention, and our guests are at the forefront of our minds.
Amazing. I love to hear that. I love to fucking hear that. Sounds fucking cool. That sounds fucking amazing. What do you think has made the MULTISEX events resonate so powerfully within the Berlin crowd?
Our team consists of creatives coming from different industries like dancing, producing, DJing, and we all share the same passion. We bring a wealth of experience in nightlife. I think this is what's making our events so authentic. Also, MULTISEX has become a safe space, regardless of your gender identity or sexuality, which creates a vibe of mutual connection and respect. And that's what partying is all about, no?
Yeah, I do get the feeling, to be fair. I don't believe in the whole safe space thing. I don't think that can exist. That's a bit, that's a misnomer, to be fair, especially at night time, keep your head in a swivel. No such thing as safe space. Protect yourself at all times. If somebody tries to fuck with you, fuck them up. But what I do like about them is that I do get the feeling that it is welcoming of stragglers like myself, right? Of the stragglers. It's welcoming of the stragglers and the other ones and the queers and the gays and the whatever, because I feel like some of the best clubs, honestly, and nights, they're mostly from that scene, right? The LGBTQ gay queer scene, but they're usually very hesitant to let the doors open in for stragglers like myself. They're like a bit wary, which is understandable because we can sometimes fuck up parties. We can sometimes ruin the mood. We're basically guests in those spaces. We can kind of take up space and fuck up the feng shui. So I understand, but I do get the feeling they're a little bit more open to that, As long as you're like cute, as long as you're cool, as long as you want to vibe, have a good time, they're going to let you in. They're going to let you have a good time. They're not going to judge you if you're not, if you're not the most queer presented type of person, which is a great thing because sometimes, it can be a dent to the ego when you go to a cool gay party and you're like, nah, not tonight, honey. How did you create lineups that reflect diversity and inclusive spirit of MULTISEX?
We take into account the season, lighting, venue, and timing of the music for our lineups. We also feel it's a responsibility to deliver not just expected sound, but also educate our crowd and introduce the
club is really good in it. They take it very. They spend a lot of time on it. The pictures, the collages, the film photography, even the fucking typography, the weight of it, the size of it, the colors. Like they take a lot of care in that sort of shit. Bloody hell, I'm impressed, bro. Man just usually throws, like, I mean, Arial bold underline thing. They're going ham with it.
Crowds of music they might not have heard before.
What's on the horizon for MULTISEX? Any up and coming moves or evolutions we should know about?
So we want to come up with new concepts to meet our crowd with that also build community inside and outside of nightlife.
Nice.
For example, you can find us here all summer at Maya, where we will be having MULTISEX on the beach. We also have already finished up our first edition outside of Berlin and Amsterdam. It was such a blast that you could actually find us back there again next year.
Amazing.
Last but not least, we're still making Tresor a new home for ourselves and are very excited to show you new elements that we'll be incorporating this fall.
Pretty cool. I could see them opening up their own club, you know. Probably a bit hard, probably costs a lot of money, but I could definitely see them opening up their own club sometime soon. Maybe that's the next evolution. Maybe some of these massive nights that are doing crazy well, maybe the next step for them will be to open up. Maybe there's like a co-op space. That's what they should do. They all pull their resources together and open up a cooperative space where, you know, each person gets a weekend and they rotate. That might be pretty sick.
Ooh, well done.
Nice.
She's a speaker. Hilarious. Yeah, so big up MULTISEX. Big up MULTISEX. I'm definitely going to try and go to one of their next fucking raves. What people are saying here, thank you, was a pleasure. What's that? Our fabulous and scrumptious team. Thank you for the opportunity. Let's check this out. When is their next party anyway? When is MULTISEX's next party? Because I think I saw one recently coming up very, very soon. MULTISEX have got a next rave on the 24th of July. MULTISEX pool party on the 20th. Yeah, I'm not into pool parties. I'm not gonna lie. Man can barely swim. Allow the pool party. Imagine going to a rave and you drown. Imagine going to a rave and you drown. Just imagine. Imagine going to a rave and you fucking drown. That would be fucking nuts. Like, you could never live that down. You could never live down drowning in a rave. I swear to God. Let's see some of the up and coming events. What do they have here? They have an event, MULTISEX on the beach, Maya, all the way until the 14th. They have a summer special happening at weekend. Another one happening on August. Okay, nice. They've got an event in August. Maybe I'll check out the August one. But big up MULTISEX, big up Blood Clot MULTISEX. Great to see. Check them out at multisex.net, multisex.net.